usually keep gloves in here. So before I touch anything, I get the gloves on. This bag right here has a garden hose and the sewer hose. So inside this cabinet, there's a little opening. Just unscrew that. Don't touch these gates until it's all connected. So this goes on the inside, this goes in the ground. And we always keep the hose capped just in case there's any liquid inside. It stays inside. A lot of places require you to get the key to open up their dump. So this collar, that cap comes off, this collar goes on, and it makes it easier to fit in that hole. And then this cap comes off. This goes up inside. And then this cap comes off. There's always a little bit of liquid that will come out. So that's to be expected. Stick this on, lock it in place. Now it's all closed. The whole thing is closed, so you can start with the black, get it going, and then after a second pull the gray. The gray will kind of form a little bit of a suction to pull the black out. That's why you get the black first. And then we have a hose that fits better. Sometimes these hoses at the dump stations are all nasty, so it's better just to use this hose. So cut this. You need also to pay attention to signs like this. When it says non-potable, obviously don't refill the holding tank. Don't refill the holding tank with this water. This is just to flush out the holding tanks. So this is the city connection, don't do that one, but this is the flush out for the holding tanks. Connect it here. And all the while this has been draining. So once that's connected and you have those gates open still, we're going to turn on this water and it'll flush out the system. And what you want to do is watch this clear elbow. There's a little bit of clean water coming out. And it kind of depends on how much pressure you have coming out of here, but you can see there's more. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but the water is still a little dirty. So I'm going to let that run until the water looks clean. Sometimes chunks will come out, so you got to wait for it to get all that extra stuff out and make sure it's clean. Okay, it's running pretty clean in there. So I'm going to shut this water off. And we'll disconnect this hose. I'm not going to disconnect it from there yet because I want to rinse out the sewer hose one more time. There's a little light here if you're doing it at night. There's also a light right there with the switch on the inside if you're working on it at night. So before you take this hose off, you want to close both of these valves, black and gray. Make sure it's totally closed before disconnecting. So pull it off and then put this lid back on. And I've got some shop rags to kind of clean up that kind of a mess. But I'm gonna rinse this hose out. Just stick this in here. That is pretty good water pressure actually. Just rinse it out a little. Doesn't have to be a ton, it should already be pretty clean. Put this lid back on here. Not too tight. Cap this.